Hey everybody, welcome. We're going to talk today about a topic we call the real estate agent growth plan. It's really about failing forward and being okay with failing every step of the way.
Yeah, because let's face it, when we get into real estate, it's not like we succeed our way to success. We actually fail our way to success, right?
That's right.
However, there's this dream sold at the school of real estate where it's like you're going to come in, you're going to work 2 or 3 hours a day and make $100,000 right off the bat. It's going to be easy. You're going to get a license and all of a sudden your phone's going to start ringing, and real estate is easy. Like, that's how it is. That's how it works, right?
Sign me up for that. Hey, we should mention Kevin Kaufman, Fred Weaver, kevinandfred.com. But yeah, this dream is just like completely sold out there, right? Like it seems like people just jump on board. And they think that I'm going to go from step 1 to step 99 or step 15 or whatever, like that.
No, and the reality is we've known, because as we've grown our business over the years and we've been through it ourselves as salespeople, there's a progression that you've got to go through. Mm-hmm. And quite frankly, it's just not as easy as I got a license and now I'm selling houses. That's not to say you can't fall into a transaction or two right away, but the reality is there's a growth path, and it's a whole lot easier if you know about the growth path and you know what's coming, rather than going, when is this going to hit? When is this going to hit? Because for some people, it doesn't hit for 90 days. For some people, it doesn't hit for 120 days or 150 days or 180 days. Like, it could take 6 months before it really hits and you start seeing steady, consistent income. However, if you don't know that that's coming, it's easy to give up.
Yeah.
Way too early.
Right. And I mean, let's go back to maybe something that a lot of people have a context around. When we say growth plan in real estate, people maybe go like, I really don't connect. Let's talk about something maybe most of us can connect with. Either you've had a kid or you've seen a kid at some point in your life, like this little thing called a baby. They're really small, right? So they go through this thing called tummy time where you lay them on the ground and they like can't keep their head up at all. They can't move their head, right? Eventually they learn to like move their head a little bit. Maybe eventually they kind of get up on their elbows a little bit. Eventually they figure out how to put their knees underneath them. This does not happen in a day.
By the way, good job. Congratulations to you for accomplishing that last week.
That's awesome, right? But it happens, right? And over time, eventually they're able to like get up and they can kind of like move an arm and then they fall over. My point is that like they go from literally being able to do nothing, right? You're still wiping their ass for the record at this point in time and for many years after that, it sounds like. But they can do nothing, right? And they eventually find their way to crawling, and then they eventually get really fast at crawling, and then they eventually start standing up on things, and then they eventually like try to hold on to nothing and just stand there and holding to nothing, and then they maybe take a step and they fall on their face, right? So there's a growth plan that we go through in life in different phases, and it's true in real estate as well, right? And the plan looks something like, for a new agent, like you show up thinking you're going to be awesome at real estate, completely overconfident, and then you can't even pick the phone up. Like, that's one step, right? Like, somebody puts you in front of the phone and says...
Is that like tummy time? That's the equivalent of tummy time.
It's like tummy time, right? Somebody says, like, hey, like, here's a bunch of leads. They've been on our website. You should call them. And it's like, I can't even pick the phone up, right? Like, can't get my head off the ground. It's tummy time for a real estate agent, right? And then from there, it's like I make a call, and then I hang up real quickly because I don't know what to say. Yep. And then I make a call, and I make a fool of myself. And then I make a call, and I start holding a conversation when I ask for an appointment. Or I don't even ask for an appointment. I just jump off the phone because I'm like, great, well, have a great day. This is a great 5-minute conversation. Great talking with you. Anyway, the point is you ask for an appointment. You get turned down. You eventually get an appointment. They don't show up. They eventually show up to your appointment. You can't sign them. You eventually get to the appointment. You sign them, and then they're like the worst buyer known to man. And then you eventually get them out in the car, and then they don't want to write an offer on anything. And then you start writing offers, but your offers suck because you don't know any better. And like, so there's this growth plan that goes on before you ever close a real estate sale.
Don't give away the whole growth plan because I actually want to.
Oh, you want to give it to them? Well, there's way many more steps, right? But I just want to give people the idea. And this is good if you're a new real estate agent, but it's also a great reminder if you've been selling real estate for a long time, that if you're trying to bring people into your organization, if you're looking for help, like, don't expect them to get to your level in a couple of months. You didn't get there in a couple of months. A kid doesn't learn to walk in a couple of months, right? Like, Kevin's still struggling with tummy time a little bit. Like, it's hard to roll over sometimes at your age, right? Don't you struggle in bed, though? Like, you're 40 now. It's tough to, like, just roll over in the middle of the night. No? Never mind.
Says the guy that can't bench press.
I can't at all. It's terrible. Anyway, is there anything else on this topic you want to talk about?
The only thing left on this topic, if you'd like a copy of our growth plan that we've created, we've put it into a document.
Yeah.
It's something we share internally with our team. If you'd like a copy.
Normally we sell it for just $999.
It was $9.99.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but go ahead, just say interested below, raise your hand, give me an emoji, something, so we know that you want it, and we'll get that messaged over to you.
What this will do is it will shift your mindset. It will literally help you to, if you're an experienced real estate agent, put you back in the shoes of a new agent. So if you're ever trying to hire one, you can have that right mentality. And if you're a newer real estate agent, you got to give yourself credit for where you're at. You're in a process. You're in a growth plan, and it's okay. And even if you've been in the business for a year, if you haven't closed 20, 25, 30 real estate transactions, there's still so much you don't know. Even at 100 real estate transactions, you still learn things. Even at 1,000 real estate transactions, you still experience stuff you've never seen before.
Fact.
It's important to keep that perspective the entire time. That's all I have today. KevinandFred.com. Speaking of perspectives, though, how's your nose doing? Because it looks like it looks hurt. Did you hurt your nose?
I had an incident at my 40th birthday party with
Somebody please ask for that video. I'm just waiting. Like I don't want to just
No,
post it.
you're not posting that.
But if somebody would like to see the video
Is it
of
looking
how
better?
that happened,
Is it less swollen?
please
All right.
ask. Okay, we'll see you later.